All right, so good. So I will share Max Morning here on Max TV, and it's time for real conversations. That affect your life, that affect my life. And in life, and motivation na and we were talking about life, and yet it's not about a race that is for the swift, but run your own race according to your pace. And we feel left behind. Meaning, say, we felt that way one time or the other, where we feel say, pressure from ebusia, for pressure from environment, schoolmates are called how do you feel left behind? Yeah, but none other. I was trying to look for his accolades, and I'll do that. Mr. Scofray Nana Yeboah, or transformational coach, certified professional corporate trainer, consultant with Zoe Global Consult. He is the first Africa's first certified oncological coach from Ideal Coaching Global in the US. He is also the world's first student to graduate with an advanced diploma in leadership studies from the Institute of Commercial Management in the UK. So you do know that the person in direction, he's credible. And yes, coach Dabi. We have a credible coach in the house. The pressures. Is it necessary? Do we need to put pressure on ourselves? I was say pressure, no na my pressure need to me, and I say it doesn't really matter when you are behind. I mean, should we actually feel the pressure? And I said we should let it go. Good morning, Mr. Yeboah.
Good morning. Good morning.
I know you prefer Scofray.
Good morning. I mean, morning, I extend it. Let's feel the punch.
If you have a code,
I don't feel power.
It's
tough.
Tough.
Black and white, tough and red and white.
Hey, black and white and red and white, more than ever. Black and white, black and white. Let's go for your quaba.
Yeah.
As my Casandra can when she was saying it, what kept coming in my mind was basically you as a person. Elma Mechero, a bisa on who were mirror nebisa on the my na ewa braboimu. That should be the most painful, most difficult, question for one to ask him or herself. Eshe mirror mu anopebia nyumbre kwakwada na onho tete na ebisa onho de my na am I moving forward ana obesi mi ye ana Miss Mabraboriko, obey ye na. Hey, that should be a painful place for somebody to be.
Yeah, Mezinchia Koma, more cherished viewers, and the feeling of being left behind. It's a phase that ideally every human being goes through.
Biara.
It's a phase. You may not call it, I feel left behind, but there are things that runs through your mind that will get you to the point. Fanade, you all completed GSS, junior high school. Now, our time it was junior high school. Now, say GSS, junior secondary school. This year, as junior high school. So you use that years of system measurement to question yourself. When you need GSS, when you manko SS, I want to cry. I taught at university, and you juma. I shall say drive big car, yama bungalow, big estate. You are my classmate from GSS. It's a natural phenomenon to want to question.
Exactly. Question.
Exactly.
But wara in the awara extra mirror ni munare kan ho e ka kira wara ho de Miss Madiri ko ya de America chiri. That means there's a comparison going on.
And most often than not, the feeling of being left behind occurs when you are measuring.
Compare.
When you are comparing. and contrasting.
Man, tia no asi o just the big.
Say, oh, he say be a makechi. Makechi is su adwendwene ehho atenka no. Esi o ya bra bo wa bra ye de ye ho toto nkrofo abra bo ho. Nkrofo kan kro. Nkrofo modern bo ho. Na yesusu se entimin so medu homponi. Ana se ye wose ne yehye se ka oba de osi so a uwie university now chabe 28 a so we fit be settle no we fine boy to say Alex na no ehye bra
oh she
so ana se be ma watwam a na odi 40 na still amfa ba bia ma afia
Ibi se ade
da akrum so pa busa se bra
ayenga
ura dem hwa no ahye da so ba dwuma hwese ebo ho ana mo ho bo so you must another na 40 years for bia ma afia ada
yeah
and now say you look at your classmates, your age mates, people you grew up with, and you ask yourself, hey, what is happening to me? Even when you're Juma, even in the corporate space, maybe you're Juma, you were all recruited at the same time or employed at the same time. After 5 years, some have gotten promotions ×3. So things that occur around you can be an automatic measuring instrument to question yourself. And the more the question begins, you know, a feeling. Na, and then komodienu, yen sheno a bit of even the science perspective. So kodrum pempen so na wo kase makechi aname ya kechi na bribi koso wo adwenem.
Me pacho answer near the science aspect of, you know, the genesis of near koso in terms of science aspect, you know. Wo kasano from the beginning you did mention say yin na ye call GSS. Yeah, was stages in life. And you already know you've established say you were stages in life. What time I ya wo. What time I was so nante. What time I was so solids. What time I ubeko nursery. What time I ubeko primary. I feel the wako GSS. I'm happy that you mentioned that. It means say ababona nkasano. Senia nyankopon born no and I say I don't know whether it's society ne born as I say you can be crawling at 15 years not just say you say it's an error. And since you nyina you GSS no you expect to say in the stages of life and pampa no e was see a questions in the stages of life and pampa no e was see you do baby you worry and I say let me even bring puberty. In the stages of life, I also do puberty. Your voice be crack, be breaky. Your friend is saying, "Ube develop pubic hair. Ube go through menstrual period. Not fade ye, what worry? Not fade ye, will." It's no comparison. No, 1 year sure say a hormono and the AD fever.
So the comparison stage, like where does it even really begin? Like when do you begin comparing? You know, which stage do we begin comparing? Is it from our infants? Me fan say prepare to your time now. Now say GSS time now. Now say after SS and as our comparison really sets up in the human body.
Alex, where is it written and scientifically proven? Say yenina ya brabono. I will say go through this systematic structure.
That the natural or the physical laws that has been laid down for us.
Whichever way you pick life, Biano. We need to be structured. Because it is within rules and contexts and a boy you raise certain metrics. It's in a measure in you need okay. But and yet cast in stone. Near my do that point of feeling left behind is when we cast everything in stone. Say anko systematically we are nature say marketry.
Okay.
Obi Michelle Penibia one secondary school. Nanso always or trust as time no O level say subject by subject. Not sure no Marco into the age mates were all far ahead of him. And it's someone who say ye na ye race na abrabomrika na ye tunu. Your tracks are different. A big 1,005 meters. A big 5,000. A big marathon. A big so just 100-meter dash.
Hurdles.
A big hurdles. A big high jump. Each of all these, there is a bending moment, there is a rising moment, and all that entails. So when to me and Hunu say you are carved for 100 meters, now the whole quarter to your 1,005 for one, a big critical amount say you feel you have been left behind. So 1,005. Now you same boat called pa. Hey, what you go, what you know, who you for into suddenly. Now, a certain misplacement of desire sets in. It now called do a nijena any mumini triama a you same boat in Tinunya cranker. Person quitting 1,005 now go 200 meters needy. And at the metrics of let's say our rear. Obi simu okama no ne ebi mutumi simu 80 osima asoma ware yese mrama ho kan ware o ware 2 years osa ware kremejai obi so simu 30 years otina ho na farmer no not about brother the next 50 years to the rest of their lives obi so simu even 40 years 2 years aware na go enti the reality of life is that we all go through our phases. Individually.
All right.
Even in Tafo Kra Nebia, almost signature strength, they are almost like ABA 70% close. No, there is still that aspect of your individual experiences. And to share caption, you see the feeling. I think, say, ya catchri. I think, it's not evidence. Say.
You're feeling.
I think me no say what say ya catchri. So I think bien so wonyema epusunu. I think no yemebo epusunu. Enti na make say udru sampempenso na I thought the lack of the awareness or the knowledge of the damage that point you get to does to you. Ye ni enuntino. Eya na ye maho kwan me ye kosa ya wonim. Se o hye onipa adwene ekura no. It said networks.
Is that a scientific part you wanted to go to? Okay.
Ofa nipa adwene it said networks.
I've not forgotten.
Aye ko.
It said networks. E connect na efro na isane. Bia na ubenya tinka se wakachi na ma oboto I'm some that two screen so ye fe pa ye ka adwene da wuti kan kwanu mu nyina say net ye networks and to sha baby a minor branch bi na free be pathways anamontin obia wanti wadwene mu na da ho no anamontin bebre omtia wo fa utigo wo fa o satellite wo fa sane ni pa adwene say net ye
parents
Obibia enti no the moment you get to the point say u feel say wa ka kire no na wa ka kire adwene say entwe mu nko animu biom.
Okay, you place limitations.
Exactly the moment you say ya ka kire no you are telling the brain the network not to expand again. Because when we get to that point, you are saturated. You said what you dem refem. You are sure say talk your home pain. I'm not good enough. I'm not better enough. If I had gotten this earlier, if I have done this earlier, a honor feeling ebemunu.
Okay.
And it say uhunu say certain can ba. In Kanyama community, me see, it is a prompting to become aware of perhaps certain actions and inactions that is not giving a certain result. In awareness is important. And no more a trigger. Now, network nearby, but I say, now why do you know network? Now, a sock can be. It's an alert. But we move it to the point where if you look at the diagram, there are some sparkles or some highlighted areas. That moment triggers you to know, say, perhaps we've taken some actions or we're not taking some actions into a alert. Now, a alert one do baby, no one man with the needed attention and not fair doom. Because oh, child, why do you say, nya dear who here? What's that would dream into a bed doom? A doom sana. No, I catch what you said that's far we can go into Yentinemusa. So, feeling of being left behind, you know. And also, it creates chaos disposition for you. 1 + 1 enyejuma. 2 + 2 enyejuma.
Just the feeling.
Just the feeling. There's another one I think I'll ask the president to put it up. Wow. The moment, bro, this is how your heart rate, viability, this is how your heart. So we'll go through the feeling of being left behind, and there was a frustrations, worry. Suddenly, say no akumabo. Sa no akumabo. It allows you to look at life and see possibility.
With the red alert, you know, you become your friends.
Even. It is saying no akuma nebo pam. It will show
unstable.
Exactly. So if you see somebody doing well, you would have wished for so akuma ebo. If you see your classmate, you don't akuma ebo. So every time your heart is beating inappropriately. And it's how the when I compare. What it is saying is that enka was senka yenka yadiane and I led to you no. One man not be a burden. I bear frustration. I bear chaos. I bear stuff. And you know already know wakuma kura boss and yetie any send your wadwini a casino a webra.
Me patrol Scofray, let me not catch you there, but what you're trying to say is say sir alert na mind gives it's just reminding us so ebia we workage. It's just like a reminder.
An alert.
An alert. Okay. The alert na yen when you dwell there, now when they say alert, that is when the worry or frustration
sets in. It is a worry and frustration sets in.
So this is the two comparisons.
This is the two comparisons we are doing. Right. So when the alert sets in, what is occurring is that then your heart, until you say a feeling of being left behind, your brain and your heart communicate as you instruct them. And if I say, you get to this point because you think I could do far better than Alex is doing. I can do far better than you. But maybe opportunity to be a question. So perhaps it is telling you that whatever Alex and Cassie might have done to go this far, you are not prepared to risk anything. I heard you mention about when you came out from SA. You could have said, okay, my bad, I won't, and then you wallow in all your everything. But you use all the occurrences as a form of alert. Okay. Well, I never made it to me see inferiority complex, any superiority complex. The damage is the same. None is better than the other.
So the feeling of not being enough.
The feeling of not being enough, and the feeling of thinking that you are better than somebody else in a certain position, yet you are not there. Is superiority and inferiority complex. Those two, the damage is the same. The consequences are the same. And think you bury your ego with a superiority complex and say that, what could be Alex doing differently?
That I could do.
What kind of investment have you made into yourself that I have not made? There is no sense of intellectual humility. Yeah. There is that ego and superiority. Then the other side of the inferiority, as for my family, we don't go this far in life. We must be modest. We shouldn't stretch. So, the things that get us to wallow in the feeling of being left behind. And I'm about Marco.
Scofray, Mami, this a question. You know this thing of the brain giving you an alert. Now, I say, ping, you know, I say, it be a winning that's a nante. And as a winning, and a winning, you should know A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
That feeling, no, is it not a natural thing at a walk, you know, so that we don't also become lazy?
It's like a guide. Like a guide.
As me feel say, if we do not reach a certain balance, and if we take balance now, you do not say to understand whether we are at a good balance, we might either fall to the, you know, to the low, or be, you know, have that superiority as if that, you know, you know more than anybody else. How do we strive that balance without also not being lazy and unambitious? Because the thing about competition is there to keep you so that you consistently going up. But the competition in your and nothing is she impusu say worry. She impusu say nyejuma. See better.
The question of competition.
Yeah.
Should there be that question where you want to compete?
Because of my background in ontology, where we look at the beingness of things, we are also conscious of wording, which we call languaging. So in the place of competition, we will say contribution.
Oh.
So what are you not contributing, for which reason you are not getting to a certain destination?
So competition doesn't come in that word.
So I wouldn't want to look at competition, except if we all understand the languaging where we could put competition in the context. And yes, sir, people will take it out of context.
Okay.
Let's put it in the context.
So if you put it in the context, like it brings you a certain alertness. So the competition by that right context, man, can the right place and they say, oh, so you see where the context is coming from. The right context is, it should rather inspire you. Yeah. It should rather motivate you. But when it becomes a barrier to you and making you feel you don't matter, that is how come we don't use some of these words. Okay. So it's just like the word think positive. We say that the word positive, because it's a charge, wherever there is positive thinking, there is negative charge tagging along. So for me not to give that beingness presence, I would rather think optimistically, because it does not carry any charge, whether positive or negative.
Using the word
optimistic
what about
instead
the pessimist?
Pessimism is not a negative charge. It's also an experience. It's a being. Right. But optimism is so neutral that whatever you introduce into it is what it occupies. Okay. So in the context of what we are discussing now, what are you not contributing to your personal life that you are stuck? Then one farmer and now said, "Dang, I checked and I said, "Nimdiani one farmer who that's what class 1." So do the now what that now borrow we have 24 hours. You were saying to period leader and you went to your and to say what ma and not do a borrow swa ube try swa ba a chresa won't call him. It sounds a bra wouldn't in I nano, what you are here nano. Obiso than I hear I in crying shit. So how we use things that comes our way is critical and important.
In our well-being.
In our well-being. And feeling is good. It's a trigger. It's just like anger. It is, when you look at, because we are parasympathetic and sympathetic beings, they are there. The freeze, fight, flight being. This is who we are. This is the nature of our nomenclature as human beings.
The three,
the freeze, flight, fight. Say ni ebo brain out here. Say me tumrika. Say me jina kwano. Anase ebe mama titriti wa asem na anim no. Sa ne yanwene yen. Enti the balance of when to be frozen, the balance of when to fight, the balance of when to run. So when timi ansua aho ade a e wa brabo mu a and no nema wunya tenke be se wa catch no. Because abrabom you wa bra you too kapa. When you have all the energy in your youthful state, make all the investment that is required. Because there gets a point where you can also stand to fight, because now they say you contest with life. There's a point you have to pause. It's part of the freezing. There are times you don't have to do anything. You just have to pause and allow you to look at what is showing up in your life.
When you pause, sleeping must not come in.
It's not sleeping. Pause is giving the chair. Oh, what you kakra? What you kakra? What you kakra?
Nyema ye
hije. Ntino what you kakra say. A kwambe na metimi de menambe nkume tu a ebekọ memwa. Se obi aye masters, for example. Aye heja. Obi aye masters. He say ko so get doctorate. Se one to obo anhwe. Now petu pone wo se a moja beba. Esan se me di wachi koye masters na bia wo bobre ye enkontabuo. Wo bobre ye impensempensemu. Na be me bobre no eyese me entrepreneur. Na me tu me kanu nyina koye masters a emfa mwa mre menu emfa eni me bobre mu a imagine what occurs.
Yeah.
So it is in the pause, the freezing, that allow me to scan and say and connect what the next step to what my potentials are. And yeah, the flight, the fight, and the freezing being. And
the fight,
the flight, and the freezing. And now I didn't move network near the buy and I make us say, bra being queen a alert. And you who said be alert 20 now when we go into danger. There's a part of us that prompts us to act in a certain manner. But now we instantly say, one talk no more, that is why we are hardwired like that. And the matter of feeling left behind no is a prompting. If it goes beyond it prompting, you have refused to be responsible and accountable for your own life.
Wow. Safi now do we feed to Max TV. This is Max Morning. Na yetuchun komofa you know, the feeling of being left behind. Unsa brabume to the bia. We feel say you're not doing enough. Ye be say is it important say ube masa pressure get to you, and I say Bobrana according to senia, you know, unyankopon design will to you know to do. Some of your messages did come in. Yen really kakra. Good morning, Max TV. I really love today's topic. I know you absolutely love it. Send your messages to Scofray before the time is over. Not on to me and answer and more, because yeah, our certified international, all the accolades is here to answer your questions. And you know, my mind has been open. But Scofray, let me come back. I'm still standing by the balance side. There's the prompting. There's what is supposed to be. Does this not have when you know ye came share make come profo? When you know ye king, does it not have something to do with your upbringing?
Osha, the power of the brain. Near your family, I to say, your way of fra, ya no. And you're so powerful and in knowledge of all things. Kopem bra, Osha says, record the same car can kasa, na record it. Then it brings all that can kasa it knows infinitely. Na sha said eba. Bro for kasa na record it. In Kontebua now recorded, then over a period of time, it becomes what we call your mindset.
Your memory record.
Yes, it becomes what the sets of your mind. And ye upbringing no, no. Obi shebebia ya wo no, ehwebebia yetete no, ehwe school okoye. Na wa choose say ebeye nkransha man say me ma me baby anko saati bia ni. It is what you do to the current environment. It is what you do with it. Science actually be refer bro because it be epigenetics. Chere say mpacho wuti because me nso nto nso beto.
Yeah den
Owia bebo.
Yeah.
Opebeba.
Yeah.
Yare ni tawanta beba.
Yeah.
Nemom nia wodi saa bre no eye wo wabra abomu no enu na de hu sunsuanso e de brewo enti se me hwete bia ya wo mi wom papa wo ma me wo me na mama na mpusu me say I wouldn't. It's like breaking the cycle of anger or hurt or violence. If I was beaten, I was bastard, I was everything here ye ni nyina bi mama na manko process of therapy ni ye ensi gina ye say I'm going through therapy so that I don't inflict that same pain on another woman's daughter or obiba na be a cycle of hurt. Enti senia ye nyina ya bringing difficult no adenti na sa same upbringing no motivation ma obi inspire obi encourage obi to live above that status quo than obi so say am ye wo say na yini na atum. It is what we introduce into the space.
Nti ni edina yeso
what you introduce into the space. And we first we can say epigenetics. Science kire say sanyama ni nyina enu su to me kopem bra wo
allows it.
Bebuye door no through an action or an inaction. As okay, yen dia de we yenko ho. Na wa adwene agi atum say yenko ho.
Yeah, for.
You be because of the here. So and if you check
because I have part of this all right.
So for some coaching session.
Yeah.
And then you can come and meet you. I'm also listening to your languaging. The words we use, they are not by accident. It tells us what we are thinking and what we are feeling.
It's part of our it's part of our mindset.
And it is Casandra session here in Coma. Then train Coma Sam Pensona, what Bane coaching session, Papa Bia. Near Kenina, and you only the story bit, and yet any Kenina no.
What the wedding?
Cassa. Ode church the meno, crat me chremi, wo bobre, send your ordine, usu and you buying.
It doesn't have anything to do with it, be a brofuniente. And for Scofray, my banner said, make me two brofuno basa.
Nina is why for instance, because of the training I've received,
okay,
I'm able to tell, say, hey, be a brofun. And do you know what is so powerful? We communicate what we think and we feel, even if we don't understand, we don't have the grasp of the words.
Really?
I'm telling you. We are more powerful than we think as beings. We are so powerful.
So we communicate what we feel.
We communicate what we feel. Even Oceania, Chinese non-Brofokra, also take me, do, no. Because it is the action of say action of person no or catch take it just a fact. Me do no. Synthesis so much grammar.
I like that.
So it is not even actually not using
wow. Okay, your messages. Some messages have come in. This is awesome. This is awesome. Let me go. Okay. Obisa, I really like today's topic. I read that. Good morning, Max TV. I'm watching you live from Kaswa. I like the topic you were treating. This is Ohiniado. Ohiniado, if you do have a question, do ask. Obi said, good morning. I'm enjoying your program and I'm taking notes of it. Very, very good. Obi said, good morning and thanks for teaching me what I need to know. The only TV station that makes me smile. This is so fulfilling for us to hear these things from you. But if you have a question for our, our deep life coach, you can send your questions no answer before our time is up.
Maybe I could do no what the share one particular corner questions in Impomba because we all admit
deep thinking.
Yeah, we are admitting whatever you're saying is the truth.
That is one way we learn. We call it, even in teaching rapport, we call it the mirror effect. Let whatever is occurring right now on the set reflect. Let it hit a reality for you.
Yeah.
Money hit reality for you. Mami can't be big. Me were mates be from me secondary school 1998. Me were mates be outstanding. These are people I admire.
Yeah.
We 98.
We 98.
Yes, I'm now.
Oh, no, Yeboah Brian. It's man call university in term.
Okay.
But understanding my environment, I mean, you're Yeboah for medical university. And being motivated and inspired by those who were going. Because there are those who also had difficulties and they were still striving. Between the period of when I decided to go to university, I was not ideal. No, I didn't do this. It got to a point in my life, over me printouts and I research and I print out. In the line of my duty, in the line of the career I want to pursue, in the line of the expertise I want to hold.
Meaning you knew this from Uwe.
Exactly. And you know,
but hold on, the feeling for you getting all those setting up and getting was because certain people didn't have the means, but they were
exactly. And I make so instead of feeling so no akwaja wono, ma enya wo nkranhye.
Wow.
Ma nya wo nkranhye. Na bra na wo mre ma ye no, wo wa ho de asie. Now listen, before David was crowned a king, he was a shepherd. If you're able to take care of in one way, to brutal. David was so if David had decided to lock himself in a room without mastering how to lead sheep, flock of sheep,
he wouldn't have
and he wouldn't have been able to even learn how to. The same thing, Moses was highly educated. Pharaoh quoted Egypt law. Counter with Egypt law. So if the feeling of being left behind must be a trigger to wake you up.
So you must not be idle.
You must not be idle. The feeling of being left behind. Also, you don't go to any event, you don't go to any function, you don't do anything.
Now,
and one is what if Facebook national corner sana omi emiasa, then you buy so the box nice, no bow tie, no husband for this.
Stop shading.
Also, Pajuma. Oh, Pajuma, who didn't know social media no chunk of other passer? Come and see if you come with the mutro as we are graduates. When your course for the guitar, there are free courses online. So what do you think you've left behind? It is look, the world owes you nothing. It gave you everything, and you chose not to make use.
Hold on, rewind that before the world owes you nothing. You chose.
It gave you everything. But you chose.
One more time. Hold on. Share camera away. Now repeat it. Look at
this is critical for me.
Yeah.
Me say we are sitting and the work biara. Ni adepe bia we are say e what the man what the amount. E ya wu. Wunna wesi na esem memfa we na mefa we and the things in so abroad. The world owes you nothing. It gave you its best, but it was your actions and inactions, choices and lack of choices that is giving you this feeling.
Wow. All right. Let me read a few of your messages. Please, good morning. My name is January from Kumasi. Oh, God. I want to ask Scofray that if your mind alerts you about something and you didn't respond to it, when the alert is off, can you give the alert? Can you give it? Or can you get it to alert you again? I like that question. Obinsa, my name is Samuel Kobe. I really like today's, news. That's what he says. Okay, hello, good morning, Max Morning. I just don't know what to say, but then Max Morning is always bringing us the best. Auntie, you always ask questions I have in mind during the shows. I like you. Okay, am I the auntie? Okay, thank you. Okay, God bless you, Mr. Scofray. You are indeed a gem. Keep being awesome, a global giant. Whatever you're saying is true. No two ways. Obin say, this is Esther from Achimota. Okay, that's Esther. We wrote this. And you are the best TV station. For France to say, hello, good morning. My name is Kogo Isaac from Shashi. I'm enjoying the show. And the last one is saying, okay, the last one is Samuel Kobe. I really like today's, show. This is awesome.
So it's important, sir.
Until we have to go. We'll final word of wisdom for us this morning?
Every situation and phase of your life is a prompting.
Oh.
Every phase, every situation
it's a prompting.
At the moment is a prompting. That is how you have been designed. Yours is to pay attention to the prompting. Question yourself about what the prompting is about. Begin to take actions and make choices that support a certain vision you are pursuing.
If the alert is dim, like what you did.
The alert is dimmed.
Our body is so powerful, sir. Even if it is dimmed, it can still use certain aspect of this other experiences to lit up somewhere. Because it's networked. Almost any network, and it lit up, it can bring you back to where the actual foundation or the need is. Yeah.
Awesome. Right, Mr. Scofray Yeboah, he's a certified professional corporate trainer, first Africa's ecological coach from Ideal Coaching Global USA. He's also the first African student to graduate from advanced diploma in leadership studies from the Institute of Commercial Management, UK. This is amazing. I have learned a lot. I don't even know what to say anymore. Your time, no, I a bit, but tomorrow we'll be bringing you more. Let me read a few of your messages quickly. Sorry about this. Let me read a few. Okay, I'll say, hi, madam. Good morning. My name is Starboy from Asante Achim, Domiabra. I like Nana Yao. Good work every day. I hear your progress, madam. Great job. Thank you, madam. We say good morning. Nana Yeboah's teaching is very understandable. You have really inspired me. Keep up the good work, bro. And this is Nana Sari from La Paz. And I will be from. So good morning. My name is Fatau Mohammed. I just love the last part of his motivation. And the last one is saying, hi, please, I'm Michelle from Abeka, and I'm really enjoying your discussion today. And kindly tell baby that I miss her. Oh, we miss her too. All right, Ochina, TCL, we have this beautiful game that we're playing with TCL, and I think it's all about love. You know, you need to catch it on time in order to win something. But tomorrow we'll explain everything to you. But in the meantime, you know, get your home creative by walking into any TCL branch and get an appliance at discount prices. It can only be at TCL, especially a new one at East Legon. Check it out. You can win several appliances, Ochina. So do not miss our morning show. Do not miss the morning show, because we'll be giving out lots of prizes and bringing you lots of good things. I am so... today, thank you, Scott. Thank you. Good morning, baby Dafa. We wish you a speedy recovery. We absolutely love you. We hope to see you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow or next. Alex?
Oh, yes. Nyami Aduma Ochina will be back with another edition of Max Morning. CCR and Miss Mwakwande, we are all God bless you all. Have a good one and continue watching Max TV. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Star Times On takes your TV with you. 150 plus live TV channels. Exclusive live football matches. 20,000 hours plus TV shows and movies. Binge watch all day.